Paris in the Fall. Few lines in video game history have left such lasting impression as the start of Broken Sword: Shadow of the Templars. Originally released in 1996 by Revolution Software, this point-and-click classic set a new standard for the narrative-driven adventure games. And nearly 3 decades later, Broken Sword: Shadow of Templars Reforged breathes new life into this beloved title with enhanced visuals, refined gameplay, and some modern accessibility options for the new generation. And in this video, I'll be reviewing this title, and I'll let you know if it still holds up in 2024. Broken Sword: Shadow of Templars Reforged takes us on a gripping, globe-trotting adventure with George Stobbart, an American tourist who unwittingly stumbles upon a conspiracy that spans centuries. After surviving an explosion at a cafe in Paris, George teams up with the French journalist Nicole Collard to investigate the mystery that lies at the heart of the Knight Templar. The story is laced with intrigue, murder, secret societies, and an overarching treasure hunt that keeps players hooked from start to finish. The narrative of the game remains as captivating as ever. At its core, the game tells a tale of mystery and historical conspiracies that rival the likes of the Da Vinci Code. This game perfectly weaves fact and fiction together, with Knights of the Templar serving as the perfect foundation for a conspiracy-lighted plot. And what makes the story in Reforged stand out even today is the balance it strikes between serious intrigue and sharp humor. George's witty commentary and his banter with Nicole provide levity, while the large mystery surrounding the Templars maintains a sense of tension and curiosity. Its dialogue remains one of the game's highlights, with excellent voice acting that, despite being decades old, still brings the characters to life. Rolf Saxon's portrayal of George Stobbart is iconic, with his dry humor and everyman personality making him a relatable and endearing protagonist. Nico, voiced by Hazel LRB, complements George perfectly with her determination and intelligence, creating a dynamic duo the players will love watching unfold. One of the most charming aspects of this remaster is the option to switch between the original and the updated visuals at any time. This allows you to see just how much care Revolution Software has put into the Reforged, preserving the essence of the original while giving it a fresh coat of paint. But I'll talk more about the visuals later, because before we get there, I need to talk about the gameplay. If you've ever played a point-and-click adventure game before, then Broken Sword: Shadow of the Templars Reforged will feel like slipping into a comfortable, familiar pair of shoes. But for those unfamiliar with the genre, it's all about exploration, puzzle solving, and interacting with the world around you. You, the player, move George around the environment, clicking on objects, peoples, and items to gather clues and solve a series of intricate puzzles. And what stands out the most about its gameplay is its balance between challenge and logic. The puzzles are thoughtfully designed, never feeling arbitrary or disconnected from the story. Instead, they organically blend into the narrative, demanding you to think critically, but never unfair. Whether it's outsmarting the troublesome goat or carefully timing your actions to steal something from a construction worker, each puzzle is crafted to test your observation skills and creativity. Gone are the days of combining random inventory items and hoping for the best. Reforged asks for a more methodical approach, and the inclusion of a new story mode adds a layer of accessibility for players new to the genre, as this mode essentially acts as a helping hand, offering hints, hiding irrelevant objects, and even guiding players in the right direction when they get stuck. It's a nice welcome addition that makes the game more approachable for newcomers, while still preserving the depth that longtime fans love. And for those who prefer a classic challenge, the original mode is still there, allowing you to take on the game's puzzles with minimum assistance. And the game's refined UI is intuitive, and controlling George has never been easier, especially on consoles. It's clear that Revolution Software has put the effort to make Reforged as user-friendly as possible, all without compromising the core gameplay that make the original so iconic. And now let's talk about its visuals, as Revolution Software has completely overhauled the game's art, with redrawn backgrounds, enhanced animations, and even added details that made the world of Broken Sword more immersive than ever. Whether you're wandering the streets of Paris, exploring Siberian markets, or investigating dusty old libraries, the environments feel vibrant and full of life. The hand-drawn art style reminiscent of classic Disney animations has been beautifully preserved and enhanced in 4K, and every scene is brimming with detail, and the characters have never looked better. And on the audio side, the game's soundtrack remains as atmospheric as ever. The music, which ranges from tense, dramatic pieces to more subtle, melodic tunes, perfectly sets the tone for each scene. And the voice acting has been slightly enhanced as well, although the original's audio age does shine through sometimes. Still, it's impressive that the remaster retains the charm of the original's performance. And while the game's core remains true to the 1996 classic, Reforged introduces a few quality of life improvements. Aside from the story mode I mentioned earlier, the game features a revamped UI, which makes navigation more intuitive and smoother, especially for console players. And the new added scenes and interactions enrich the experience further, filling in the gaps that longtime fans will appreciate. Some scenes and character interactions have also been tweaked, this to make them more palatable for modern audiences. For instance, certain outdated cultural stereotypes have been adjusted, and make the game feel less like a product of the 90s and more like a timeless narrative experience. In my opinion, Broken Sword: Shadow of Templars Reforged is a shining example of how to remaster a beloved classic. Revolution Software has managed to modernize the game's visuals and gameplay without sacrificing any of the charm, wit, or depth that made it a cultural cornerstone of the point-and-click genre. The updated graphics are gorgeous, the puzzles remain as satisfying as ever, and the addition of the story mode makes it accessible to a whole new audience. For longtime fans, this is a perfect way to relive one of the genre's finest titles, while newcomers will discover a rich, immersive story that stands the test of time. This remaster proves that even after nearly 30 years, Broken Sword remains a masterclass in adventure game design. For me, the game is a 9.1 out of 10, and it's a game I can definitely recommend to all of you. If you haven't played this gem yet, now's a perfect time to experience it. And if you've already played it, did you like it? Would you recommend it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and have a great day.